Yo guys, so I am back recording videos, making videos, but not actually because I told you guys before that I'm going to be uploading videos soon, basically making a video on the 1st of March. Today's date is the 27th of February. The reason is because that we made a video a couple of months ago talking about Fortnite competitive, etc., and explaining to you guys and telling you guys as well in that video that if there's very big important stuff come out, I'll make a video, and there is big important stuff. So we're gonna get into that in this video later on. But because that got announced, I think it was necessary basically to make a video just explaining about AFL season, the vlogs that we're going to be doing soon, which we'll explain more about that. We're going to be talking about other tournaments as well, such as Milk Cup, Fortnite competitive, and other tournaments, other lands as well. That basically just an update if the lands got announced, where the location is, etc. We do have one confirmed land where the location is going to be, which is the mid-season land. So we're going to explain about that, and just talking about now since that got announced, just basically talking about when I'll be making vlogs again. I did say it in my last video, and when I'm going to be streaming again, when I'll be posting more on Instagram and other social media of music stuff, of other rappers, if there's any new albums, etc. So all that will be in this video today. So yeah guys, without ado, let's get started. So firstly, just want to give you guys a bit of an update regarding about a video that I made 2 weeks ago. So this was regarding about video that I wanted to upload. I didn't want to basically put this in this video, but I just want to give you guys a bit of an update firstly, because I think some people were very confused as of basically, you know, how this went down, like why me and with not being friends, etc. There is one big reason though as to why we're not friends, which was the alleged thing. I'm not going to explain what she told me, because I did explain all of that in the video. So if you want to go ahead and check that out, you guys can. But yeah, she accused me with that. I basically also show you guys some DMs, etc. It's just basically because the other video that I uploaded, which is now deleted, which was about a bit of a situation between me and her. Because many people were asking why we are not friends anymore, possibly 50-50, because she basically said that she doesn't know that we are going to be friends or not, which if she tells me later on if we are not friends, then that's pretty stupid. But I'm not going to explain all of that in this video, but all of that, it's in the video I uploaded 2 weeks ago. I appreciate all you guys giving me support and you know, saying, you know, pretty nice stuff, I should say. And I also told you guys before, don't to go and give hate to With and other of her friends and everyone that I included in that video, which you guys did so. I appreciate it. But yeah, and I also invited With as well to make a video, because she didn't want to make a video about me because she thinks that I'll feel uncomfortable, etc. I'm not gonna be running through all the DMs again, etc. because all that was in that video. I'm just giving you guys a bit of a just scrapping that video up and just carrying the big important parts. But yeah, she did say that, and I don't really care, and she can go and make a video about the situation, etc., etc., because I'm not really a fuss about it. I know other people that made a video about me, which again, I'm not going to explain it all. All that's in that video. Made a video and did very bad stuff, but yeah, she can basically make a video explaining about all this. I don't really care. And just if she has any other evidence that I'm lying and etc., etc., she can. But again, all this situation, all of this is a misunderstanding. Some things I said was completely not very bad, but again, I accidentally leaked her suburb accidentally, which was stupid of me. I apologize. The second thing is, I also apologize for not deleting that video. I couldn't delete the video because there was issue with YouTube Studio, and many of you guys saw the video. So I was asking my friends if I should delete that video or not, which I decided myself that I'm going to be deleting that video because I was going to make the big important video, just give you guys the whole entire situation about me and 𝗏, etc., etc. We haven't met or haven't talked since last year, back in August. Not face to face, but we did talk some parts on Instagram when she saw that video that got deleted and told me to delete it or make modifications. I explained it all in that video. So if you guys want to go ahead and check that out, you guys can. But yeah, it's just all this is a misunderstanding. This should have been dealt with and fixed like a long time ago. But unfortunately, I don't know. Like, I don't know. She said she wanted to take a break, do what she needs to do. I said I wanted to take a step back, but you know, all this should have been dealt with months ago. So I don't know why this is still ongoing and we're still not friends. She has still not unblocked me on Instagram. I haven't even contacted her. I was going to see there was some lady that usually comes every 2 weeks to my place and talks about this situation as well and other things are private, which I can't explain. But she wasn't here last week because she was sick. So I haven't contacted her for a while on the phone. But I have been talking to her via Instagram. But the last message was in December. So that was basically it. I haven't even got anything from her for the past couple of months. I don't know if we are going to be friends. I don't know if we're not going to be talking anymore. If she's not going to be friends with me, that's pretty stupid. I'm not going to explain why, but I already explained about that part. You can watch that video. But all of this is just a misunderstanding, and hopefully, fingers crossed, this issue gets resolved and we can be friends again and do stuff that we usually do, like go to the city, etc., etc., you know? So, you know, and one time as well, I also want to say as well, just how nice she was. Again, I said this one time ago in that video where in LA, when I was going to LA for 𝗙𝗵𝗆 last year, where I went there and my parents were very scared and don't know where I was. I did tell them, but I think they didn't know that I was going to go on that day. We've actually contacted them and said that you know, I was going to LA and I was going to go watch 𝗙𝗵𝗆 for a night, etc., etc., and doing other cool things. So, you know, she was very nice of her to do that because I didn't have good Wi-Fi on the airline. But yeah, that was pretty nice of her to do that. So she's a very, very nice person, and you know, if me and her are not gonna be friends anymore, then that's because of that issue. That's pretty stupid, to be honest. And her parents as well, basically talking about, just commenting on my video that I deleted, was very disrespectful as well. So, because I don't want any other parent to go and comment on a video and say that, you know, that's just not good at all. You know, I'm not mad or anything, but just in my own shoes, if I was a parent, I wouldn't even do that. I wouldn't even go and if someone made a very bad video of me, and that's basically fine. But making a very bad video of me, of some things, of very private clips, and yeah, I don't want that to be on it. But this one's okay, because this is not a very bad situation. This was a misunderstanding. So that's why I talked everything about it. Right? So all of this, right? Again, misunderstanding. There's no issue. There's no nothing. Right? And hopefully we can be friends again soon. All right, I'll give you guys some updates regarding about this. I really do want her to make a video though, as I said before. I really do want her to make a video. If she has any other evidence, any of the stuff that I've done, you can record, make that video or whatever. Right? You can make a video about me. I don't care. You know, and I can respond to it, and I'll say to be the truthful. I'll say, yeah, what you said is true. Right? What you said in that video is kind of a lie. Give evidence, etc., etc. We could also do this on Instagram, but yeah, I don't think that will work, because last time that happened, yeah, it just didn't work. And she had her own opinion. I had my own opinion about the situation. So I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, that's basically about it. I'm not gonna be talking about that now anymore. Not anymore, but I will give updates if she says anything or not. I may be calling her soon. I don't know when, but possibly later on this year. Maybe, hopefully in about 2 weeks, a month, 2 months, hopefully. Because I really want to get this issue resolved and we can be friends again. That's what you guys want, and many people want me and Wiv to make videos again, and you guys really liked it. There was so many people watching the video, so many people, like 100 viewers, 200 viewers, something like that, of her videos of me going out with her. You guys really enjoy it, and I want that to continue, you know? Same as AFL as well, which we'll talk about that very close, like very shortly. Where you guys really enjoyed like watching AFL vlogs, etc., etc. So yeah, I'll try my hardest to get that resolved. And I thank you guys for not going and hating on anyone, etc., etc. Last time they did, but it wasn't really that bad. But I had to say it because you know, I saw some of the comments were pretty weird of some of Wiv's videos. People were talking about saying, "Oh yeah, why did you do this to Jacob?" Blah, blah, blah. So that's why I'm just telling you guys, don't give hate to anyone that I mentioned. All right. So if you guys want to go and watch that video, all of that is in the description down below. All right. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. All right, guys. Let's get started in this video. I just want to talk about that real quickly. So now let's just talk about AFL, okay? So guys, I did mention about this in the last video about AFL and about stream schedules and videos. So we'll talk about this right now. If we go to AFL and we go to pictures, we'll talk about the one that I just showed you guys real quick, which is this one. AFL Premiership season, okay? I basically said that round 1 is going to be starting March 12th. So guys, AFL season 2026 is going to be starting very soon, about 2 weeks. So, guys, just want to let you guys know, just recently or just last year when AFL finals basically happened, I recorded a couple of videos of AFL finals that I went to, which basically, if we go here and we go to AFL Premiership and we go to last year's, which is 2025, and we go to finals week 1, okay, I went to this one, I recorded that video. I went to the premium final, which is this one, and also this one too, okay? And I didn't upload it because of the situation between me and Liv. I was just feeling very depressed, etc., etc. So I didn't want to, so I just wanted to take a little bit of a break of uploading, etc. Because of that. But yeah, I did watch AFL. It was a very good game for the finals. In the end, though, Brisbane won the Premiership of 2025. It was a very good game, and now 2026 is upon us. 2026, Western Australia and Victoria. So happened on Saturday, February the 14th. And Western Australia versus Victoria, okay? And this happened a couple of years now. Happened like so many years ago. It happened back in the 1990s or something like that. It was going on for so long. And basically for this though is, as I said before, there are 18 teams. 18 teams, if you look at the ladder. 18 teams, right? Some of these players on those 18 teams can play the state of origin, or basically origin game, okay? So that basically happened a week ago, and players get invited to play in this match. For example, if we go to lineups, like so many AFL players from different teams. So for example, 𝗙𝗿𝗵𝗆, he is from Fremantle, you know? We have Luke Jackson, Stephen 𝗙𝗍𝗄, Max Gawn, which is from Melbourne, Nick Dacos from Collingwood, Patrick Cripps from Carlton, 𝗙𝗿𝗵𝗆 used to be a Richmond player, now he's a Fremantle player. 𝗙𝗿𝗆𝗆, Western Bulldogs player, used to be Fremantle. Bradley Hill, St Kilda, Darcy Cameron from Collingwood, 𝗏𝗏𝗏 from Brisbane, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗆 from Western Bulldogs. Those different teams get invited. Jack Gunston as well is from Hawthorn, and also from Charlie Cameron, who's also from Brisbane as well. So that's basically what it basically means. Different players from other different teams get invited to play this match, and the winner got a trophy, which was Victoria. This was a very close match. They won by 24 points, and yeah, it was a very good match. I did watch it, so it was very, very good. And then speaking about last year, which was the Indigenous All-Stars, that happened last year, but it wasn't Western Australia versus Victoria. It was Indigenous All-Stars versus Fremantle. Same thing, like the AFL Origin. Alright, that happened week ago for the AFL Origin, and now we're up to the AFL preseason, which is basically a practice matches to get ready for the actual season to start. So these are the matches that basically played, and then we have more matches coming. My team is versus Melbourne tomorrow, actually today, because today is the 27th, and then Saturday and Sunday, and then which ends on March the 1st, and then opening round starts on March 5th. So again, practice matches. It's not going to be counting towards the leaderboard for the opening rounds. Alright, all these teams will have a bye, and they'll be playing in round 1. And for the first time of opening round of the MCG, it's going to be playing the opening round. St Kilda versus Collingwood on Sunday, March 8th. A couple didn't happen last year. They didn't get played in the MCG or the year before. So first time this year, it's going to be playing opening round. And then after that, March 12th, we'll have Carlton versus Richmond. I did purchase those tickets, so we'll be going to that match March 12th. That will be uploaded on the 13th of March on Friday, so the day after. Alright, and that's when AFL season will start. So from round 1 all the way to round 24, we'll be counting towards the AFL ladder, and the top. It's now not top 8 now. It's actually top 10. It's not top 8 anymore. The top 10 players, will be playing in AFL finals. They are not going to be playing the top 8 anymore. It's going to be from top 1 to top 10, not top 1 to top 8. Alright, so the 9th and 10th place people can still play finals. So that is pretty cool. So now top 10, you need to get top 10 to basically play in the finals. Alright, opening round will not count as the ladder, so there won't be any points. Alright, so for example, if Geelong win the opening round, they'll still get 0 points, it won't be counting. Alright, but from round 1 to round 24, it will count. So a win will be 4 points. A draw, there won't be any score. I wish there was like a point given by each team if it's a draw. Loss, you get no points, and that's basically about it. All right. So yeah, for you to place high on the leaderboard, you need to get wins. All right, and 4 points is each win. Now let's talk about the video schedules. We already told you guys about AFL vlogs, okay? Video schedules are going to be happening whenever there's a very good AFL match. It's going to be happening every single week. Sometimes it's not going to be every 2 weeks, possibly 2 weeks, maybe a week. It just depends if there's very good matches, guys. Obviously, I'll show you guys the Carlton versus Richmond video match that is going to be happening March 12th. So there's going to be other good matches happening that we're going to be going to. So, for example, there's Hawthorn versus Sydney, March 19th. We'll be going to that as well. That's round number 2. So that's the week after the Richmond versus Carlton. And then we have Collingwood versus Giants on March 27th, which is round number 3. So, guys, all the video schedules, right? All these is going to be for AFL vlogs. Some of them maybe will be for important videos, such as the 𝗏 video, which I told her to make a video. I'm not going to explain it, but you can go to the start of the video or what I just talked about. All about Fortnite competitive, or if any other wins are going to be happening or got announced, okay? So, guys, each AFL round, right, that is basically or good AFL match, okay? For example, March 19th, or it will get uploaded the day after, okay? So, for example, I'm going to tell you guys the schedule of the videos that are going to be uploading, so far. So this is the rounds that we got so far. If we take a look at the AFL rounds for round number 1, and I said Carlton versus Richmond, right? That video will be uploaded on Friday, March 13th. Okay, so first in March 12th, we'll be going to that game. That will be uploaded on Friday, March 13th. Okay, we're going to be going to Hawthorn versus Sydney game, round number 2. Right, that is on Thursday. That is going to be uploaded on March 20th on Friday. Okay, so we'll be going to that. And then the other week after, March 27th, on Friday, we'll be going to Collingwood versus Giants game. That'll be uploaded on Saturday, March 28th. Alright? And then basically round number 4, if we take a look, there's not pretty good matches. April is basically school holidays, so it's Easter holidays. So there won't be a video from Saturday, March 28th. There will be a video on Saturday, March 28th for the Collingwood vs Giants game till at least Thursday, April 17th. Because on round number 5, we have 𝗙𝗿𝗶𝗆, which is not going to be playing in Melbourne. All of these matches are in Adelaide Oval. All these matches are in Adelaide. Alright, so that's what round number 5 is about. And then April 16th, we'll be going to that game. So there won't be any videos that will be uploaded from Saturday, March 28th, all the way to April the 17th. So there won't be any videos for at least 2 weeks. Alright, unless if something happens in between where if there's like important stuff happening, such as the round event got announced from other Fortnite events, then I'll make a video regarding about it. Alright, so that is basically 2 weeks from March 28th all the way to April 17th. And then round number 7, we'll be going to Melbourne vs Richmond, April 25th. That's going to be uploaded, so that's a week after. And then basically after that, so we'll be going to Collingwood vs Hawthorn game. That's Friday, April 31st. And then basically for round number 9, is there any good matches? Yes, Saturday, May 10th, we'll be going to that. So that will be uploaded. And then for round number 10, possibly will not be going to round number 10. Alright, so basically from May 10th all the way to May 22nd, there won't be any videos. So that's basically twice a week. We'll be going to the Richmond Essendon games. That will be uploaded on the May 23rd. And then basically we'll talk about round number 12. This is very important, which I will explain later on in the video. Okay. After that, we will upload another video on Friday, June 6th. Alright. There will be a video on Saturday, June 6th for Hawthorn vs Western Bulldogs. Round number 14. Not pretty good matches because basically some very good teams are on bye. So probably not be going to round number 14. So basically from round number 13, there won't be any videos from June the 6th all the way to possibly to Saturday, June 20th. We'll possibly be going to Collingwood vs Adelaide game, so that's a pretty good match. So we'll be going to that. And then our other ones are to be determined. So from round 16 all the way to 24, all these are to be determined. The times are not announced yet, but the venues have been announced. My team is versing Collingwood. Yeah, so yeah, guys, that will be announced a month prior. So possibly May or possibly April. Okay. So guys, I will leave all the schedule videos of when of which matches we are going to when it's going to be uploaded. Alright, so please keep an eye on the dates. I will be basically putting those in my description on each of the videos. So I'm going to be putting it on my about page, fix the description, and tell you guys the videos that will be uploaded. And I also will make a post on Instagram of the videos that will be uploaded for AFL vlogs for this year. Alright, so basically this year is just basically for AFL vlogs. I'm hoping again this year, hopefully if the WIV situation is resolved, then I can make a video and basically telling you guys, hey, WIV and me are friends again. We're going to be going out. We're going to be basically making videos for you guys again, etc, etc. Hopefully, fingers crossed. If that's the case, then I'll make a video and tell you guys that me and WIV are friends again, post on Instagram, etc, etc, and then be cool from there. Alright, But yeah, guys, that is all of the video schedules that are going to be so far for 2026. Other rounds from round number 16 all the way to round number 24 are to be considered because the times are not being announced yet. That will be possibly be announced a month prior, possibly May or April. Okay. Now regarding about live streams, guys. Okay, regarding about live streams. So guys, of the live streams, the last live stream I did was a long time ago, back in chapter 6 season 1 and 2, and I didn't make any more streams after that. Okay, the reason was because I had good internet, but I only had my console to play Fortnite and my streaming PC. I couldn't stream on the streaming PC and play Fortnite because the graphics card I had was a 1650. It is not compatible anymore. So that was the reason why I couldn't stream that much. And there was something wrong with my console where when I play Fortnite, sometimes it just lags, etc. And there's nothing wrong with my Wi-Fi. I checked everything on my Wi-Fi, everything was good. But there was an issue, I don't know, there was possibly an issue within the motherboard of the PlayStation, or something to do with an Ethernet cable, not the Ethernet cable, maybe the Ethernet port. I tried connecting the Ethernet port to my Wi-Fi, but unfortunately it did not work and it was still spiking. So it was nothing to do with my Wi-Fi. I checked outages, etc, etc. Everything was fine. And usually when I stream on my console, and then I stream and I broadcast it from my PC to the console and put it on the monitor, etc. Sometimes it lags and gets delayed a little bit. So that's why I didn't stream for a long time. But guys, because I got my new PC, my game PC, 5090, the latest graphics card. I now have my own internet. I haven't used it yet. I'm possibly going to be using it this year. Hopefully, fingers crossed. There's some other big things that I need to get for my setup as well. I do have a new table. I do have, a new monitor, 2 monitors. I bought 2 monitors. I bought a new keyboard. I bought a Wi-Fi for me. I also got a coaxial cable with my Wi-Fi, etc, etc. Everything is fixed. Everything is done. I'll be using my new Wi-Fi very soon. But because I'm not going to be streaming on console anymore, I did use my PC to check if the internet downstairs was working fine. It was working fine, no spikes, etc. So I think it was something to do with the console. So everything is fine. Everything is fixed. I'll be using my new Wi-Fi very soon, hopefully this year. I do need to buy some other big important things, such as a new camera, because obviously this camera is partially broken. I also need to not get rid of the windows. If you guys see, there's a reflection of my monitors, so I'll be adding something to that just to cover it. And then basically get new lighting, and then basically get an air conditioner, because I need to get an air conditioner in my room, because whenever it's summer and whenever I use my PC, my room gets hot very quickly, so I need to get a new air conditioner. And basically getting a new streaming PC. So we get very good quality. It's still good quality, but I can't use very significant maximum quality. So such as like 1440p or etc, etc. And this PC is Windows 10, the streaming PC. So I do need to upgrade it to Windows 11 because Windows 10 is not supported since October. And then basically getting a new TV. So getting a TV on this wall that I'm pointing at. There's like a wall there, so I'm getting like a TV and basically a thing to hold it. so I can watch TV, etc., etc. Watch, you know, movies, whatever. I know I have 2 monitors, and I know many people ask me why can't you watch TV and like stuff on your computer. I can't because it's gonna be uncomfortable when I turn my head like this. If I turn my head basically like right down like this and then turn like that, it's still not good for the neck. So it would be best getting like a new TV and then putting it there so I can just look straight and then look at the TV. So yeah, so there's some big stuff I need to get, and I will be buying a camera in May, which I'll explain about that later on in this video. All right, so stick around for that. But for streams, all right, as I said, streams, you know, I haven't streamed for so long though. So guys, I'm pleased to announce that Y streams will be back. Possibly, if I look at the calendar now, because we have AFL season starts on March 12th, so we'll be going to that, and that video is going to be uploaded on the 13th. Alright, so streams will start again on Monday the 16th of March. Monday the 16th of March, okay? Alright, so there will be streams, alright, every week, alright, and these are the days that will be happening, okay? The streams will start on March 16th, alright? I'll tell you guys the times in a second. So there will be streams on Monday, which is the 16th, Tuesday, which is the 17th of March, Thursday, which is the 19th of March, the 20th of March will be on Friday, and then the 21st, and then that's basically about it, okay? So there will be no streams on Wednesdays and Sundays. There will be streams on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, okay? Whenever there's AFL matches that we go to, which is, let's say on Thursday, for example, because there's a couple matches we'll be going to on Thursdays, alright? There will be streams on Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, and that's basically about it, okay? So if there's AFL matches on Thursday, there's going to be a couple that we'll be going to. So that, then there will be streams on Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, and if there's matches on Friday, then there'll be streams on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, okay? So that's basically the schedules, okay? So if there's matches on Thursday, Monday, there'll be streams on Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. And then if there's matches on Friday, there will be streams on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, okay? So I will leave the stream schedules again in the description for 2026, okay? And if there's big important stuff, such as if I'm going on holiday, or if I can't stream for maybe like a couple of days because if one of my relatives or my cousins passed away, then I'll let you guys know. Make sure you guys follow my Instagram. All of that is in the description down below. Basically, I will be giving you guys updates regarding about streams, etc., etc. If I can't stream on that day because of something happened, right? And again, regarding about Instagram posts, about Instagram music, and posting about rappers, if there's a new album coming this year, for example, 𝗙𝗿𝗄𝗍, he made a new album last year, and he did make a couple albums last year. one year before. There is going to be one this year, which is going to be pretty exciting. Basically, I will be posting music stuff again, because a lot of people really like, whenever I post shorts and stuff like that, I get so many views and so many subscribers. So we appreciate all you guys' support. But it's going to be starting, I'm going to be starting posting again, guys, on the same day as when streams are going to be starting again. So that will be March 16th on Monday. Alright, and I'll be posting on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays. Alright, there will be no posts on Wednesday and Sunday. There will be posts on Instagram and YouTube and stuff like that on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. No posts on about music stuff on Wednesday and Sundays. Okay. And if I'm going out with my friends, etc., then basically there won't be no posts on that day. Okay. So I'll give you guys updates about that on Instagram. So again, as you guys, link in the description down below of my Instagram, and I'll be posting on my YouTube communities as well. Okay. So all that will be in the description down below, so you guys get a rough summary of when of the dates I just told you guys. Okay. And the times for live streaming as well. There will be random. Usually it will be most likely will be at nighttime. So it will be nighttime. Basically for the streaming days that I just told you guys. Again, you can look in the description down below to give you guys the stream schedules, and you can go back a bit in my video. I'll give you guys the timestamps of that, of the streaming schedule, the time, of the dates of when streaming is going to be starting. But basically, yeah, it's I'll be streaming random times at night, usually possibly at 10 o'clock. And then streams will go for like 4 hours. So that's going to be 10 to at least 1 to 2 o'clock, possibly 8 o'clock to 12, 9 o'clock to 1, etc. So make sure you guys keep an eye on Instagram and also on YouTube as well. Because when on the stream day, which is, you know, for example, Monday or Tuesdays, I'll post a time of when I'm going to be streaming. And then I'll basically schedule a stream, so on and so forth in the morning or afternoon. Okay, so yeah, guys, that is all of the streaming schedules, videos, and stuff like that for this year. Okay, alright, guys, let's move on to tournaments, and we're going about Fortnite. Okay, so let's first talk about another tournament that I just want to talk about, which was very, very sad, obviously. I don't think many people know this, but it is a company that runs girls' Fortnite tournaments. It's for girls only, not for men's. But this is basically called 𝗏𝗏𝗶𝗆. 𝗏𝗏𝗶𝗆 is basically a big tournament that is hosted and sponsored. It's not sponsored by Fortnite. It kind of is, but it's sponsored basically for girls to basically play and basically compete. Right? There was 2 random events that happened for 𝗏𝗏𝗶𝗆. There's usually it's the same thing as Fortnite, such as, you know, FNCS majors. There's like online qualifiers, and then you go to, if you qualify and play very good, you go and qualify to the LAN. And then in the LAN event, you compete for a trophy and cash prizes. Okay, so the 𝗏𝗏𝗶𝗆 was basically like a 300k tourney, and there was 2 LAN events that happened. One last year and 1 year before. I don't know the one for 2024, but I know the one for 2025. It happened at TwitchCon San Diego. All right, so. For 2024, the winners were 𝗏𝘅𝗍 and 𝗏𝘁𝗍 and 𝗏𝑔s, 𝗙𝗿𝗃 as well. This was a trio tournament as well in 2024, whereas for duos it was basically 2025, which was from 𝗙𝗍. 𝗙𝗍 is a clan, which is the CEO's Quicks, which is a popular Fortnite streamer. So that's who he is. And then for 2025, same clan people again from 𝗙𝗍, which was Nina and 𝗏𝗏. Okay, so guys, basically the girls tournament got announced. 𝗏𝗏 started getting announced, or that's basically started the campaign in 2024. Okay, all right, and the first one event was in 2024. But unfortunately, guys, there was some very big drama regarding about 2025 Milk Cup because of Nina and 𝗏𝗏 basically them winning. But if you guys do not know, 𝗏𝗏 is a transgender. And what this basically means, guys, is because basically they raise questions about the inclusion of a trans woman in women's only tournaments, which is basically women's only tournament is basically Milk Cup, right? And there were debates on social media, which we'll get to in a second. But basically, they also highlighted it as well. Some of the people that were pretty upset is that esports for Milk Cup should be a space to everyone to compete as their true self, which basically what that means is to be classified as a woman. There was some toxic male-centric and biased atmospheres, obviously, by people basically tweeting, etc., which I really do understand. And there were some people on Twitter saying that they're allowed to play, etc. It's very stupid. It's very, very, very stupid. And another thing also as well, which many people were also talking about on Twitter, which we'll show you guys the DMs in a second, and some tweets. People were also debating as well the existence of competitive advantage basically for Milk Cup and other tournaments such as FNCS. Success is driven by skill, and that transgender women do not have inherent insurmountable biological advantage over cisgender women, right? So that's basically what it basically means of what the performance are for transgender. So guys, for their achievements, and since 𝗏𝗏 won with Nina, if you're either a trans man or a woman, whatever you are, many people were facing harassment, bullying, exclusion, etc., which he didn't get any exclusion for tournaments, because Milk Cup basically, which was owned by Radiant, they basically allowed him to play. They allowed him to play. He basically won the whole cash prize, 300k, got that money. But yeah, but some people didn't really like it. There's also other things as well that I also forgot to say, is there was other issues with Milk Cup as well, such as the sponsor. Their sponsor is by Radiant 𝗙𝗎𝗆, I believe. And they have a company. They have a company that do tournaments. They host scrims. They host community events where women can play Fortnite. Because before women couldn't play anything. Couldn't play. There was like no woman tournament right? Because people want a women tournament without men's playing, which is understandable, because when you play Fortnite tournaments, it's men and women they're allowed to play. Sponsor basically fought out. You know, they saw this drama. They didn't even like what was happening. You know, another thing also as well. In 2025 TwitchCon, they were basically playing, and then all of a sudden they had a power outage. And what happened was they had to basically leave their seats. They had to be in the huge meeting room. Sorry, I actually didn't touch my mic. They had to be in the huge meeting room, and the owner from the Milk Cup, which is the 𝗙𝗿𝗶𝗆, or someone else, I should say, or because she's also the CEO or something like that. They said to all those players that were competing, so we can't. You have to wait for maybe about an hour and a half, 2 hours. You know, which was pretty disrespectful. That basically they had to wait for so long. Another issue regarding about Milk Cup is because it's only for NA and it's not from EU. So EU players and other players such as OCE, etc., can't play. It's only for NA, and many people got pretty upset regarding about this. And you know, Fortnite they have tournaments with all regions such as OCE, NA, EU, etc. Right? So basically, many people got upset also regarding that. And in order to make your tournament, make it successful for Milk Cup, you need to have a lot of people to play. So it has to be from all regions. All regions can compete to play. Should compete to play, right? Not just NA. That's just pretty stupid, right? But yeah, guys, that was all the issues that happened, and because of this, and there was so many backlash and so much drama of the issues that I told you guys, they are not going to be doing Milk Cup anymore. They basically cancelled it. Except Nina, who was the winner. No more Milk Cup for this year. Unfortunate for the girl competitive scene. Someone cook someone up for us, please. Said this year, but it's basically gone. They're not doing it anymore. Right? It's cancelled. It's done. It's finished. No more Milk Cup anymore. And someone basically said, where did I hear this from? And Nina basically showed a screenshot from the Milk Cup Discord saying, if you participated in a Milk Cup WAN on a Milk Cup Academy and have a verification role in this Discord, your player verification, as long as you retain your same name, account, game account, etc., will carry over into the Radiant Discord. This section of the server will be archived, but we invite you to join our Radiant Women's Community server, where we regularly host Fortnite and other esports events, scrims, and spaces to stay connected with other competitors, which is good. We'll also be distributing the remaining photos from the Milk Cup WAN. Head over to the Radiant Discord where we will share the photos over the coming days. And this last paragraph, which is basically sums up, saying that given that this section of the server we archive, which basically means they're not going to be using this server anymore, please direct any and all questions about the Milk Cup to 𝗏𝗏 as you have in the past. The Milk Cup questions and other channels of the server may be deleted or missed. It's basically confirmed, guys, that Milk Cup is cancelled. It is cancelled. They are not doing it anymore, and that sucks. Another good thing though is that they are doing. They're going to be doing scrims. They're going to be hosting Fortnite and other esports events. Some like small tournaments, not big tournaments. So yeah, guys, that is sums up, guys. I got cancelled, and they're not going to be doing it anymore. So guys, let's go to other clips, other tweets of people's reactions. Moxie basically reacted to this saying, no more Milk Cup. She was a winner back in 2024 with Regs. And other people like Wiener, which is basically got very sad that also he got cancelled. And 𝗙𝗵𝗆 basically came up with this tweet, was actually a very interesting tweet, because someone replied this and said this pretty straightforward and summed up pretty much, saying, "I don't understand why there's no Milk Cup this year. I watched the one last year IRL, and it was super entertaining and went well. The girls deserve a tournament where they can show off their skills, and I'm sure the Milk Cup made a lot more girls tune into comp Fortnite." Read a comment that the sponsor dropped out, and I think that's the dumbest shit I have ever read. Find a new sponsor, or that sponsor should come back, or Epic Games should start sponsoring themselves or something. I'm not even a girl, and I think Milk Cup not being a thing is dumb, right? And he's talking about this tweet that Boop basically replied. He is basically a Twitch streamer where he does watch parties for Fortnite tournaments, etc. And he basically said the tournament was great from the female scale, but there was such a mismanagement on how they spent their budget, but it was doomed to fail. I feel like they didn't understand where to actually send the money to make the biggest impact. And that is basically the most big important thing, guys. You need to basically don't spend so much on to keep your budget, and basically have good relationships with sponsors. If you have a good relationship with sponsors and you figure something out about, maybe, for example, there's not enough money that we can put on the line for people to compete, etc., etc. And then that's going to be pretty bad, because the sponsor then will fall out, and then you have to find another sponsor, etc., etc., etc. Right? But because there were so many issues, like as people complaining because someone was transgender and shouldn't be playing in a female tournament. The second thing was there was no EU and other regions that were playing. Only NA can only compete and to play in the finals. And then just basically just some mismanagement where there was so many issues. There was some issues last year with TwitchCon, Milk Cup, where there was a power outage or something like that, and people had to wait about an hour and a half, 2 hours actually, to actually return to their seats. So that was a big fail for them. So that's why there was so many issues where because all this they had to cancel it. And this tweet from 𝗏𝗏𝗆 spoke about transgender and basically said this: with the Milk Cup coming to an end, friendly reminder that transgender women are women, and any argument against them competing is simply conjecture, not backed by any concrete evidence, and rooted in transphobia. It's important to provide data or evidence to support a claim, and failure to do so is simply creating a space for people to spread hateful, transphobic ideologies. Now, this tweet from 𝗏𝗏𝗆 was the most dumbest tweet I have ever read in my entire life. Like, that is literally one of the most stupidest tweet ever, right? And it just shows that she literally just hide her replies, and there was so many people basically quote-tweeting this and just flaming her so badly. All right, some people were like respecting and saying, for example, Chloe saying we need more CI squatters to speak out. Like, Maddie, experience isn't a debate, and most debates around trans people stem from sexism and predetermined assumptions. And some people were just disagreeing, saying doing the crown emoji on Twitter. People saying that trans women are men. If you come out a man, you're a man. Come out a girl, you're a girl. There's no way around it. That's basically life, And then basically there was this person named 𝗏𝗏𝗶𝗆, who is basically his Tim Sanity, he basically quote tweeted this tweet and basically summed this off pretty straightforward, saying, "What a moron. Make baseless and false claims, then turn your comments off because you're well aware you will be ripped apart for this idiocy. The very definition of woman is an adult human female, and a female is the sex of an organism that produces large gametes, ova or eggs for reproduction. There are also countless studies that show the biological advantage men have over women in competitive events. If any level of physicality is involved, the average male beats the average female 9 out of 10 times. I'm being generous. If you advocate for the inclusivity in sports events, I invite you to put gloves on and get into a ring with a grown man. When you're riding in an ambulance, I encourage you to rethink this dangerous rhetoric that can only be described as a dumbass." Or basically saying a dumbassery. So basically calling her a dumbass. And then someone just basically replied to that tweet saying, "I think she rage baiting RMNO. There's no way she typed that, read it, and hit post." And then he replied saying, "I'm saying, dude, people cannot be this dense." And then he basically replied saying, "I mean, I'm assuming it's ruined the milk cup because it's for women and women make milk. I don't know, but if I ever see a man in the rig shooting milk, I'm a bit confused as fuck." So pretty much summing up, guys, that is the most summed up tweet here. I already explained to you guys before about transgender. It's basically pretty much that. The advantage of men that have of women in competitive events, they just beat them a 9 out of 10. So that gives them unfair advantage. Very, very unfair advantage. And that tweet that many NF basically said, it's a pretty stupid tweet, I'm not gonna lie. And people were like framing you by that, right? And that's just the stupidest tweet I have ever read in my entire life. I just don't understand. Like, what is that tweet? And then if we keep going of the quote tweets, someone did a speech bubble, and this is from 𝗙𝗿𝗆 saying, "Hey everyone, let's reject biology and embrace stupidity, not backed by evidence, my ass. There's a reason 99.9% of foreign pros are dudes. Even the women that play with pros every single day aren't as good as the best," which is understandable. That's why they made a milk cup, so women can play, compete in lands, win, get cash prizes, get trophies. But being a transgender, and if you are a man over a female, that gives unfair advantage. So that's what milk basically did. They had some sort of rule regarding about this, and if you have to give evidence or something like that. And because of this, they just went with it, and they basically said, "Okay, you can play in Milk Cup." And many people didn't like this. It was just holy shit, man. And even more, man. Someone said, "Soy ass excuse of a chick. At least we know she's submissive because she loves seeing women get dominated by men. Sorry, Maddie, but those women have 𝗙𝗍𝗍 and 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏s. I'm not gonna say the whole entire word, but you guys basically know what I'm trying to say. So, guys, that tweet was stupid. That's just very, very stupid tweet. And I think people can back on me on this, but I'd love to hear you guys' opinions about this in the comment section down below. What do you guys think of this tweet that Manny NF basically said? Was it a bad tweet? Was it kind of a good tweet and she explained it properly? Let me know. But basically, I think many people can defend me on this. This is the most stupidest tweet I have ever seen in my life. Another tweet I also want to show you guys as well before some very good news about what happens next now is some girl who was, her name is Taco, which she basically is a caster for Fortnite. She casts LAN events for Fortnite, such as 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝘆, basically 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗆 as well. So she's basically sponsored or basically collabing with Fortnite, and she also does casting with other games as well, such as 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝘆, etc. So you know, she's basically part of the big leagues with Fortnite. She made just a tweet basically saying, despite the loss of Milk Cup, I really hope women in Fortnite continue to try to excel and realize that gaming is for everyone, comp or casual. Don't be afraid to call up for tourneys or get framed using a mic. There's always going to be immature haters, but the whole point of gaming to begin with is to have fun. Don't let buzzers dictate your enjoyment because of a few troll games and scam/comms. The right people will notice your efforts, and I promise you that they will view you as a great teammate/friend. It's unfortunate to lose Milk, but at the same time, I'm proud to have been involved with a group of women who clearly valued and supported the women's scene in Fortnite. Huge support to 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 for going the extra mile these past couple of years, and I wish them nothing but the best moving forward. Gaming is what you make it, so just remember to be respectful and much love. Which is understandable. I really like that tweet. I really do like that tweet. Is to be respectful, etc., etc. But again, guys, if people have issues with tournaments and stuff like that, of if the tournament's running very poorly, etc., then they have a right to complain, you know. But again, there's many people are pretty much upset that a transgender person played. So again, guys, I think for this to be resolved and this to be fixed is to not let a transgender person play and just let actual women play. I know there was multiple women that played, like Frantic, she's part of Exit. Who else? Somerset, she didn't play last year, but you know, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝘆, etc. You know, so many girl competitors that actually are girl, you know, are girl. And I think, I understand some people are saying that transgender person can play, transgender person can't play 50-50, but the result is that transgender women are basically men, or if you're transgender, you basically are a man, you're not a female, you know? And again, there's going to be pretty much opinions. There's going to be opinions regarding about this. I understand, but again, that's just how it is, guys. Transgender are male. What goes next? What happens now that Milk Cup is cancelled and they're not doing it anymore? We have some very good news, guys. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗆, a couple of days ago, basically made an announcement. Someone told him that Milk Cup got cancelled, and he said that he is going to be trying this year to basically organize a sponsor. He has a couple of sponsors, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗆. He has so many sponsors, such as JBL. He has his own headphones. He has a 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗆's final mouse. He has a 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗆's keyboard, a 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏's mouse pad. Has so many sponsors, and he basically had a recent sponsor, which is TapCap, which is basically something to put on your keyboard. You get like good creatures and stuff like that, such as slime, some other things as well. There's so many sponsors. He's going to be having a meeting with them, and he's going to get and try to see that every single year from now and until, I don't know, whenever, that he is going to be hosting like a big Fortnite, like a Milk Cup 2.0, I should say, of basically maybe like a 300, 400k, or maybe even more, maybe like an 800k prize pool, and you know, do online qualifiers, have other regions play, such as EU. He said that he wanted to do NA EU, not other regions. I think that's a pretty good thing to do. because playing and doing it in NA, just NA only, it's just it's just not good. So having other regions play is a pretty good to be honest, where other people play. And yeah, he basically said that he'll also try to see if he can try to get a win this year. But if not, hey, there might be a win next year for the Quicks Milk Cup 2.0 that he is going to try and get a sponsor. He has many sponsors such as TapCap, Festival, stuff like that. So will 100% most likely will happen because he has so many sponsors. But this is what he said, guys. Here's a clip of what he of his reaction and what he's going to plan to do regarding about this.
No more Milk Cup this year. Unfortunate for the girl competitive scene. Someone cook someone for us, please. Is this actually true? So the sponsors dropped out of sponsoring the girls. I'm gonna be honest. I know like there's a lot of people who troll the girls and stuff, but I do think it is very good for the game that there's a girl competitive professional scene and they have their own girl tournaments that they can compete in. I'm not letting this end no matter what. I'm putting a stop to it because someone's gonna need to step up, whether it's me or 𝗙𝗵𝗆, and I know it's not going to be 𝗙𝗵𝗆, so I'm stepping up. Y'all think I'm trolling, but I'm actually not trolling. I actually will. I'm going to figure something out. I'm going to say 300K is a lot of money, but to sponsor a whole girls competitive scene for 1 year, 300K is not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I cannot wait. So if we get more updates regarding about this, guys, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, here's some reactions of what people said. 𝗙𝗿𝗶𝗆, saying that we'll cook something when 𝗙𝗵𝗆 posted the tweet saying, I don't understand why Milk Cup is cancelled. And again, make it open for all girls, even EU players. As I said, you definitely make it EU and NA will be perfect. Quinn said basically said will be great to see 𝗙𝗿𝗿𝗆, who is basically a media for Dig and also for Fortnite, saying try triple that prize pool, right? Because in that clip he said 300, 400K, but I think he can do it for 800K or something like that, you know? But maybe maybe even more. She also made a tweet as well. She basically said that I get to work on both Milk Cups and I'm sad to see it go. People are vastly understanding the immense cost and work that goes into securing a sponsorship of that size and executing a tournament from this magnitude, especially since it was completely uncharted territory. No proof it was going to provide ROI. The first ever Fortnite all-women's win, so yeah, it's easy to say another org should take the reins, but it's clear most people have no idea what that actually entails. Putting on an event like this means working in a sponsor willing to take a real financial risk, granting prize pools, covering WAN production, broadcast, tech, staff, talent, player travel and lodging, marketing and months of planning, contracts and approvals. I'm proud of what it represented and grateful I got to be a part of it. Becoming sad is it's over and still realistic about why events like this are incredibly hard to sustain. That being said, I'll still love to see an org or sponsor take it over, which again, it's going to be Quicks 100%. It's definitely going to be him because he's saying he's going to be getting a sponsor. And again, guys, he has so many sponsors, guys. So him by a sponsor taking a real financial risk, I think they will definitely say yes because everyone knows that Quicks is basically carries Fortnite. He has so many viewers. I know Fortnite's viewership has been going down a little bit since there's no FNCS major until April. The sponsor will definitely give prize pools. They'll cover WAN production, all those sorts of things. So definitely that will be happening. So we'll see. I'll give you guys more updates regarding about this, guys, of Quicks of making a Milk Cup 2.0. So we should be getting an announcement soon, possibly in a couple of months. Obviously, it will take time because you need to have meetings of sponsors, getting it all sorted out, doing basically sorting out with people, traveling, WANs, production, stuff like that. So it will take a couple of months. I don't think there'll be a WAN this year for Milk Cup 2.0 for Quick sponsoring it, but maybe next year. But I think it will just be online tournaments. But we'll see what happens. Alright, guys. So I'm going to be ending the video here, guys. There is still more stuff that we need to talk about, which I said is about competitive, etc., etc. But I'm going to be leaving this for part number 2. So yeah, because I just don't want this video to be extremely long. You know, I recorded everything that we're supposed to talk about, and I looked at the video editor and checked how long the video is, and it's about 2 hours and 13 minutes. So I don't want you guys to watch a very long video. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be leaving, like, cut this part out. So cut the competitive part out. We already talked about Milk Cup. We already talked about stream schedules. We already talked about video vlogs, AFL, and I'll basically leave the competitive one in the next video, since that will have a bunch of information and it'll be like a short one. So yeah, guys, so that video will be uploaded the same time as this video, so you guys can check both videos out. But yeah, guys, just want to let you guys know about that. I apologize that there's a sudden change, but I just don't want this video to be extremely long, so I think you guys can understand that. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. So make sure you guys touch the like on this video, subscribe if you're new, have notifications turned on. Follow my Instagram, all my socials are in the description down below, and everything I talked about, there's going to be a couple of things in the description, streaming schedules, when I'm going to be streaming, when I'm going to be uploading videos, blah blah blah. So make sure you guys stay tuned, like look at that, the description, because I'm going to be putting that in my about page, put on my community, etc. So make sure you guys look at that, because that's very important. But yeah, guys, I'll see you guys for the part 2 video for Fortnite Competitive, what they announced basically for about 20 hours ago, and yeah, we'll talk all about that in the next video. Alright, until then, take care, talk soon, and goodbye.
Acting, I don't got no time for acting, and my niggas still subtracting. I'm a hater, like what's happening? I don't wanna if she average, but you know that I'm so tapped in. I don't got no time for